They say don't expect too much, so you won't be disappointed. But to be honest, what kind of life is that? Where you are scared to hope. I was speaking to a friend recently who is in a tough spot. She wants something to happen, but at the same time, she is scared of wanting it so much, just so she doesn't get too hot if it doesn't happen. So she tells herself things like, if it happens, that's fine. If it doesn't happen, that's fine. But that's a coping mechanism, or perhaps a survival mechanism. And I understand her, because the world have taught us that the only way we can minimize disappointment is to also minimize our expectation. But here is the dilemma. Can you truly receive something you have not let yourself reach for? I think there's a huge difference between attachment and expectation. Attachment says, this must happen to me or I'll fall apart. Expectation says, I believe something good can happen to me. You see, I grew up in an environment where people farm. And one of the things I noticed was that they plant the seed, they water it, they put everything that is within their control in place, and they visit it frequently. Not because they are guaranteed a harvest, but because they expect one. And if rain doesn't fall, they adjust, they learn, and they try again. But they never stop expecting. One of my favorite scripture is Proverbs 23 verse 18. And it says, the expectation of the righteous shall not be cut off. And the scripture also said, hope deferred makes the heart sick. For me, that's the balance. And my entire message today rests on the fact that you don't have to stop hoping. You just have to learn not to tie your identity to a single outcome. Hope is not weakness, it is courage. To expect good things in a world that have taught you to settle for less is an act of rebellion. So yes, hope, expect, speak life into your situation. But remember, the power of hope is not in the outcome. It's in what it makes you become in the process. Whether or not it happens, you will certainly grow. So go forth and excel.